Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm sitting here and I decided to do a little crafting before I go to bed, and I thought I would just turn the camera on, see how it goes. If you saw Lori and I on my channel Tuesday night, I was working on pages in this one signature journal, and this is going to be a design team project for Tracy Fox. Tracy Fox Creative, and I was working on some pages, and now I'm going to work on the cover. I have a little bit of work left in here, but it's almost done, and so I wanted to get the cover done, and I thought I would do that with you. So let me show you. The cover is just some muslin, two pieces, one on each side, and I covered it in this really pretty, I don't know if you'd call it lacy fabric, but I covered the front and the inside, and then I did do the inside, I think it was yesterday, and I didn't even think to turn on the camera, but anyway, I did the same thing on the inside with the same material. And then I made this pocket out of a wide piece of embroidered fabric. This is from Crafty Me Shop on Facebook. And then I went around all the edges to finish it off with this trim here. That's from my stash. And then this is going to be the front. And so I decided that I was going to use this. This trim is also from Crafty Me. I just got this, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I've been dying to use it. I wasn't sure. Here's the right end. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it on, but I want to use it going around the journal cover. So let's, and I know this part's going to be a little boring, but I have to, I have to do this in order to get the rest of it done. I miscut right there, so there's a little oopsie, and I'm going to cover that up just like that. And then I will put something else on the trim to finish it off, I think. I'm going to see how it looks after I finish this. So I have my glue gun. Now I did sew this, but I'm going to glue this on because it doesn't really need to be sewn. The glue should be sufficient. I usually just glue my trims and just make sure I get it right into the fibers. So let me switch to this. This is a smaller one. It'll work faster. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep putting it on the edge of the trim rather than on the cover itself. That way there, I think I can keep it a little bit straighter. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're getting some crafting in. I haven't had a lot of creativity going lately, but I'm hoping to get back into it with, I thought I was done doing Christmas journals, but then Tracy came out with the Glad Tidings kit, and I just loved it. And now, okay, have to make another journal. That's okay. I'm kind of getting into the spirit of the Christmas journals. All right, so that works like that. Okay. So let's just get that down there. So it's Friday night. It's late for me, but I'm not tired yet, so I figured I could get something done before I go to bed. And my son and my daughter-in-law took my granddaughter for her what do you call it? Well, it's soccer, but it's a type of league, and I can't think of the name of it. A club. It's a club league, like a club soccer. And because they're in high school now, they get the later times. It's an indoor soccer place, soccer and basketball. And so the older kids have to take the later time, obviously. And so her game wasn't until 10 o'clock. And they haven't gotten home yet, so there's no way I'm going to go to sleep before they get home. My grandson's upstairs playing video games, and the animals are, of course, restless because my son and my daughter-in-law aren't home, and they don't like that when they're gone. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? I am going to a restaurant with my daughter and her boyfriend and his mom and daughter. And so that should be fun. I haven't met his mom yet. So that will be interesting. And then the rest of the family's going down to Cape Cod to be with my daughter-in-law's family. And hopefully, I heard New England's supposed to get some nasty weather, but I don't know how true that is because it always seems to change. But I'm hoping it's not going to be on Thanksgiving, that ends up being an okay day weather-wise. Okay. So, let's see. I hope I'm still crafting here on the video because my security thing just popped up like it's going to do something and it won't let me X out. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. Now I can see again. Of course, it came up right over where I can see where I'm crafting, so. I mean, I tell it to do stuff late at night, but it's supposed to be when my computer is off. So yeah, we're going to a restaurant for Thanksgiving, which is fine with me. I'm not a big turkey lover, so I like the idea of going to a restaurant and I can get whatever I want to eat. I'm not a huge meat eater anyway, but I like chicken, but I really don't care for turkey. I know some will say, what? How can you say that? But, yeah, I do like chicken. So if they have a chicken dish on the menu, maybe I'll get that. Because I'm not a big steak eater, not a big red meat eater. So we'll see. All right, so let's see. Let me go to the edge here. I really like this trim. I wish I had gotten more of it. I don't know now if I got 1 yard or 2. I think I must have only got 1 yard because 2 yards I would have a lot more left over. I'll have to see if Esme has more of this. Okay, let's cut that there. So, isn't that pretty? I really like that. And that's what I have left. Although, wait a minute, maybe I did get 2 yards. Oh yeah, I must have, because this is like almost 2/3 of a yard still, so I must have got 2. It just kind of takes a lot, I guess, to go around a journal cover. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I like that. Make sure I don't have it upside down. That's all I would need, right? I've done that before. Embellished to the front of it, and then I open it up and it's upside down. So this is the picture I decided to use. I used this image, and it's from Mrs. Cog's Crafts on Etsy. And I did use this image on a winter journal last year, not Christmas, but winter. And I just loved this image, so I'm going to use it again. But this is for Christmas. And let's see, what was I going to do? I have a few things over here, so I just have to kind of play around a little bit and find what I was going to use. Okay, so I made this flower out of some material that, and I don't know if it's a minty green color, and it kind of, there's some green in her coat and in her muff, and so I wanted to kind of bring that out. So I'm thinking of putting that there. And then I cut this. Oh, they must be home. So I cut this, and I was thinking of possibly, I want to put one on one side. And then this, let's put this like that for now. And then I was thinking this little flower with some tatting, and this kind of brings out the rose color in there. So I was going to put that kind of like that. And then, no, you know what? I want to put this one, I think, up there. I think it'll fit better. So, oh, sorry for the barking. You know what? I don't even know how to mute on this. So I don't want to start this over again, and I can't redo that. So he'll stop as soon as my son picks him up. And then I had these little flowers with the pearls. And I was going to put like three, a set of three here. Oh my gosh, pick them up. Like that. Like that. And what else did I have? That's all I really had here. Let's see. I do have some cheesecloth that I could put behind. Oh my goodness. They're just trying to get in the house. Let's see, what else do I have here? I put a few things out, but let's... All right, so I'm going to put this over here. Let's put that there. And then this there. Okay. And let's put some cheesecloth. Put that like that. I don't know, I just love this cheesecloth and I like how it looks in the background. Don't need a lot showing, but I like that. Let's see, what else do I have? I brought out this piece, but I don't see myself using this because it's going to get hidden by the flowers. So there's no point in putting that down. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add a little bit of the cheesecloth. All right, so let's just put a little bit in the middle here just to tack it down for now. And I don't want to hide too much of that either. Okay, and then we're going to put this right there, and I think that's, yep, that'll be fine, like that. I'm just going to glue this on with some hot glue. It works, I think hot glue works better when you're adhering paper to fabric. I don't know why, but it just seems to work better, and there's no bubbling on the paper or anything. Lies flat. Okay, there we go. All right, and then I did have this little piece I had cut off of some material earlier, and I thought this kind of represented the, but I have to hide the black, I think, if I'm going to use this. And I don't know for sure if I am, but the time isn't too bad. Let's see. No, I don't like that there, but maybe there. All right, let's see what happens. I just don't like that black thread though. Why do they have to put that on there? Let's put this back again and see how that looks. I'm not quite sure about that flower either. Now that I do like how this looks though. Maybe just like that. And maybe we'll take this flower out. And put these up here. See how that looks. Like that. Let me see. I'm not even sure I'm in frame. Oh, they're really... No, I don't like it with just the one flower. And even though these are on here, they're just too little. So, what to do, what to do. All right, first of all, let me take this off again. And if you don't mind bearing with me, I'm just going to go over to where I have my trims and see if I can find a tiny trim to cover that black. Otherwise, I won't be using that. So hold on 1 minute. Don't go away. Okay. So I wasn't as prepared as I thought I'd be. All right, so let's see if this will work. I have this tiny trim here. Let's take this off again. Put this up here. Let me see if this works. I could just cover that up. I could cover it up. That's going to change the look of it. Let's try it this way. Okay, see, that covers it up, and okay, let's do that and see how it works out. The worst that happens is I don't use it on this project, but I use it on something else, right? So, all right, there we go. All right. Now I gotta make sure I have this on the right side. Okay, this is the right side. All right. So I just want to cover, put that up there. I just want to cover the black. All right, so that's where I'm going to put my glue. All right, let's see how this goes. Of course, I need to change my glue stick. At least it's going to hide like most of it. There we go. I think it will definitely hide enough of it that let's see. This could come out good or it could be a disaster. Don't you just love, well, I'm not live, but I don't edit my videos, so what you see is what you get. I don't have an editing program. I don't want an editing I should have done on that side. Why did I do it on this side? I did it on the wrong side. Hold on. I don't need an editing program. I'd rather just do it the way it goes. If it goes bad, it goes bad. Sometimes it goes smoothly, and then other times, yep, a lot of things can happen. All right, now let me check again. All right, wait a minute. All right, so let's see. This is the front. Sometimes the trims are hard to tell which is the front, which is the back. And this was a much longer piece than I thought. I could have cut it down. All right, I just want to make sure it's unraveling a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's try this again. Oh, I need a glue stick. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. My plan is to craft. That's always my plan, but it doesn't always work out that way. I hope my head's not in the way because I'm leaning over trying to see where I'm putting this on the covering the black. So if you see the top of my head, just ignore it. Okay. I don't know. You know what? Let's try it this way. This might be easier doing it this way. The thing is this is thick, so it's hard to get it to just, you know, stay down and stay flat because it's not flat. And I thought, I'll get the cover embellished, but I may not get to finish it with this. Deciding to fool around with this. I'm glad I didn't go live trying to do this. The girls that watch usually get in the chat, they'd be tearing their hair out. So yeah, my plans to craft. I don't really have to do anything. I got groceries out of the way because I hate going on the weekends. It's always a crowd. So I get that out of the way during the week. My little granddaughter's coming up from the Cape tomorrow to spend the night. But Maddie and Mason will keep her busy most of the time. She'll come up and down the stairs, but she doesn't usually stay down here. She'll just look around, see what I'm doing, and then she'll just say, okay, bye, Grandma, I'm going upstairs. Do you have any M&Ms before I go? She's an M&M freak. Oh my gosh, that girl. She loves M&Ms. One weekend when she was here, she always comes down for them because she knows I have them in the cabinet for her. And she knows she has to have her, either breakfast or lunch, before she can have any. So she come down one morning and she said, Grandma, can I have some M&Ms? I had breakfast and I had lunch. And I said, okay. So I'd only give her, I give her maybe a handful in a cup. And then she takes them upstairs. So her mother, Rebecca's sister came down and she said, did June have some M&Ms? And I said, yep. She told me she had breakfast and lunch. And she says, well, she did not have lunch yet. And I said, uh-oh. She started laughing. She said, no, she did not have lunch. And I said, well, I only gave her a few. And she said, no, that's okay because, you thought she did. So a little time goes by and June comes down the stairs and I said, June. And she said, what, Grandma? I said, when you came down this morning asking, well, it wasn't morning, it was like just afternoon time, I think. I said, I asked you if you had eaten, and you said yes, that you had breakfast and you had lunch. And she looks at me and she says, well, she said, I did have breakfast and I pretended to have lunch. And I went, oh boy. I said, well, you can't pretend to have a meal and then come down and ask me for M&Ms. You have to have a real meal. We had a whole conversation about it, and all the whole time trying not to laugh, because if I laugh, then she starts laughing and thinks and then she'll say, am I funny, Grandma? Oh my gosh. And then I'll tell you one more June story because this really is funny. So she loves Dunkin' Donuts, the potato thingies in the morning, right? So we go to Dunkin's and go through the drive-through, and at the time, it was a long line, but it goes pretty fast. It doesn't take that long. Well, anyways, we're in the line for a while, probably, maybe 5 minutes or so, but to a kid, who knows how long that seems. And she goes, Grandma. And I said, what? She goes, do we live here now? Because it was taking so long. She wanted to know if we live there now. You just never know what she's going to say. And it's usually something outrageous. But she makes me laugh. Oh my gosh, I love that little girl. I just love her. Now I'm not sure I even want this. Let me put this stuff down again. And what else did I bring out? Let's see. I have some of these, which I had made this flower too. And I wonder, I just think between the two of them, they're going to be too big. Let's see about this. I may be back for part 2 of this. Oh my gosh, it's over a half hour. I don't know if I like that or not. Oh well, I think I'm going to leave that. I have these in gold and white, but I don't think I need the white. And then I have these, but that's too dark. I mean, it matches. No, it doesn't even match that really. All right, let's nix those. Yeah, this isn't well thought out. And I would take these off the ribbon anyway. But yeah, you know what? I'm going to stop here because it's been a little bit over half an hour. And I'm going to look and see what else I have. And then I'll do a part 2 to finish up the cover. So that's what I think I'll do. I'll do part 2 tomorrow. But this isn't going to go up till tomorrow, so maybe part 2 will go up either tomorrow night or Sunday morning. We'll see. But anyway, at least I got this much done. So I'm going to say goodnight because it's getting really late and I need to go to bed anyway. And thanks for watching. And if you'd like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of it so far. And I'll be back with part 2. And hopefully that should be the final part of it. So everybody have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.